Hey team, Coach Nemo here from Sink or Swim, and today we're kicking off our Win the Swim series with none other than the SelfIt Challenge. Looking at what the SelfIt Challenge has put out so far in terms of descriptions of their workout, WOD 1 and WOD 2 look like they'll have minimal transition time between them. WOD 2, the swim portion, is a 600-meter swim for the elite men and women. This is after WOD 1, which is a 1,500-meter run, 40 pull-ups, 1,500-meter run, 40 pull-ups, and 1,500-meter run and 40 pull-ups. So what does that mean for our swim after doing WOD 1? Well, in WOD 1 you have a lot of running, which will beat up your legs, and you have a lot of pull-ups, which will make your arms feel tight in the water. However, your pressing will not be affected with WOD 1, which leaves you the ability to use your arms predominantly in the swim portion. So the 600-meter swim will take roughly around 7.5 to 8 minutes if you're a strong swimmer. However, across the board, no matter what your level is, I would say the first 100 meters of that 600-meter swim, take it out fairly fast. If you're a more confident level swimmer, stay with the front of the pack, maybe even lead the pack. If you're a weaker swimmer, stay with someone that's slightly faster than you and draft with them at the hip or the feet. Now, this is going to be probably a mass start event, so be ready to potentially be run over at the beginning of this event. The one thing that you can definitely control is staying calm if you get submerged, and if you have to switch from a front crawl stroke to a breaststroke to create some space, that's totally fine until you find a clearing and you can continue with your freestyle stroke. So once we're past that first initial 100 to 150 meters, let's say the first quarter of that race, you want to settle into a nice stroke rate and light kick, right? But again, don't get left behind, especially if you're a weaker swimmer, because you'll be left alone in open water, which makes it very difficult to move fast. So that middle 300 where we're settling into our pace is really crucial, that we're not, again, going too fast but not too slow, and we're really getting ready to close. The last 150 meters to 100 meters, you're gonna see a lot of swimmers trying to pick up their stroke rate and their kick rate. This is a good time to pick up your kick rate, right? Even if your legs are a little fatigued, you know you're finishing the race. But you have to know yourself. So don't make that move just because someone else is, because you don't want to fade in the last 50 meters. So again, don't fall off the hip of someone who's in front of you, but if you're gonna pass, it could happen a little bit later. If you're leading the pack, you might want to start to make your gap sooner so that people aren't passing you near the end. So the close, right? We just touched a little bit on it. You really have to pick up that kick rate, and again, just go for it, right? Finish strong. You don't have to hold your breath too long, but know where you're going. Again, this is an open water event, so make sure that you're spotting well, because sometimes when we try to close fast, we swim in another direction, and before you know it, you're 50 meters in the wrong direction. You're having to come back and cut back to the line. So make sure that you're still spotting relatively often, even in the closing section of the race. All the other divisions have swim events that are 300 meters or less, with the team divisions having relays. So what this means is you can go a lot harder than the elite division can. These are events that are still aerobic for the most part, unless you're a team pairing where you have relays, so it's probably going to be work to rest. Now, again, still think of it, it is open water, so entry and exit, still the same things hold up, right? So mass entry, you got to be careful, make space, get to the front of the pack if you're a stronger swimmer, stay with someone if you're a weaker swimmer, right? And then the closing stuff, all the same as in the elite category. That's it for us for today. Subscribe to our channel, and you can follow us at Train Sink or Swim on Instagram. Good luck to all competing at the SelfIt Challenge, and see you in the next video.